Hello everybody. Now it's been about a week since I posted the last video, and as promised, I returned to you with less hair. Uh, my hair didn't fall out like by itself. I cut most of it off a few days ago because I was shedding so badly. It was in my food, and when I started having to eat my own hair, I decided it was time for it to go. So. I don't think, I don't think, we'll see, I guess, if it's going to get worse in terms of the hair falling off on its own. It actually, in some level, would be like a little bit easier if it fell out on its own. At this point, it's just like I take a shower and I like wash my face and my hands are like covered in my hair, which is, it's weird, but it's still there. Yeah. So the thing I thought we'd talk about today has been the COVID-19 kind of experience, I guess. So obviously it's what everybody's talking about and what we're all thinking about. Last night, I believe it was Governor Inslee said it was officially like Washington State is on lockdown. Although for Jamie and I, it's been that way since like
3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
I'm going into our fourth.
So I mean, last week I basically didn't leave the house at all. I think I left the house only once, maybe. And this week I'll go to chemo tomorrow, basically, and then I'll be here. And in some ways, the lockdown thing has kind of been helpful for me. Since my whole office is now work from home, it actually sort of makes me feel more like part of the team, even though I'm at home by myself. I mean, not by myself, but like by myself team-wise. But that's just normal because everybody has to do it. So it kind of made it easier for me, which is a little weird, but it's been nice.
Yeah, me too. It's also the days that we're out at chemo, like it's less of a disruption, and everyone is kind of figuring out ways to work remotely easily here in Seattle. So
yeah, I am trying to set up a desk. We'll see. Hopefully by next week I'll have a desk.
We may or may not have stolen a chair from his office today.
It's my chair. I did not steal it.
Borrowed.
And when I go back, I'll have to take it back because I don't have a chair anymore at work. So, yeah, the chair will be useful. I'll get more work done in the chair. So, yeah.
We discovered today there's a run on humidifiers. Apparently everyone is discovering how dry their apartments are. And so we almost couldn't find one online. But we think we ordered one today. So
there's actually like a lot of things. I just ordered a new monitor again to try to like make things a little better for work wise, and I basically ordered the model that was in stock. So it's interesting, kind of the lack of availability of everything. From the cancer perspective, obviously the COVID-19 thing is well, it's very scary, and in fact, I'd say these days I'm more scared of COVID-19 than I am of cancer. Cancer is more likely to kill me. So I'm not trying to say that it's the same, but like the threat of COVID-19 for people like me is really very high. And all the research that's been coming out has been showing that it's likely to be more likely to require ventilator support and intensive care for men, but just to start with, like just like lymphoma is worse for men. And then additionally, for people with cancer, obviously, and then specifically my kind of cancer, because it's a blood cancer, is really bad for my immune system, and thus my ability to fight off any sort of disease. So I basically haven't interacted with anybody but Jamie in the past 3 weeks in person.
Can't get rid of me.
Yeah, thankfully. And I think it'll probably be that way for me for I don't know how long, at least 6 months, probably longer. So, yeah. The other thing I kind of wanted to throw out is I feel like with this disease thing, this virus thing, there's obviously a lot of confusion over like what to do and like all that kind of stuff. And it terrifies me that, our government doesn't seem to be able to like recognize that this is a problem. I don't mean that entirely, but like it scares me. So I was really, I guess, proud of our president the last couple days. He seemed like he had sort of stepped up and was actually addressing the problem and the fact that quite literally millions of lives are at risk. And then this morning, he once again said that it would all be fine by Easter and everyone should get out and start going to businesses again because he's more worried about the stock market than he is from the thousands of people who would die if we weren't hunkering down the way that we are. And that, it disturbed me. And the response are the fact that our Congress, both parties agree that the country needs help and that we are in a position as a rich country to help ourselves, and SET still can't do it. And that we are so divided over hating the other person that we can't save ourselves. And I guess, it's very cliche, but people are always talk about how cancer puts things in perspective. I feel like pandemics should also put things in perspective, personally. So I don't obviously want to be mean to be too political, but I'm super worried. And, I certainly hope that in the future there isn't a video of me saying, hey, I got COVID-19 and now we're going to see what happens. Because right now my best chance at fighting cancer and fighting for my survival is to not die of a respiratory disease first. So hunkering down for the foreseeable future, but doing well. Super happy that Jamie is with me. If I was living alone and had to do this all alone, I think I would explode or go crazy. I'm not sure, but so I'm super glad that she's here with me and that
and he's doing surprisingly well being locked up in the house all the time. It's I'm very impressed.
It turns out what you can tolerate changes when your perspective changes as well. And so yeah. So tomorrow is chemo round 3. And it'll be 3 down and 9 to go afterwards.
Yep.
And I'm sure we'll talk soon. So thank you all.